Hey folks, Mobius Y here with my next playthrough series of videos, and this is Mass Effect. This is my favorite game ever. I felt with Mass Effect Andromeda merely 2 months away, it would be a very appropriate time for me to do a playthrough series on my favorite game of all time. Now, Mass Effect was developed by BioWare. You may have heard of them before through other notable titles such as Knights of the Old Republic, Jade Empire, and more recently Dragon Age. So if you've played those games before and you like them, but you've never tried Mass Effect before, maybe try and pick up a discounted copy, give it a shot. It could very well be just up your alley. Now, all three games were originally made for Xbox 360 and PC, but they were also made available on PS3 eventually, and to my understanding, there are also backwards compatibility on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. So no matter which platform you play on, you should be able to pick up a copy of Mass Effect or the entire series and try them out for yourself. I can't recommend this game or this series enough as a must-play group of games. Now, this is one of those games, the original Mass Effect, where as soon as you boot up even just the title screen, you know it's going to be a good game and it'll be an enjoyable experience. The only other game that's really done that to me in a very long time was Halo Combat Evolved back in 2001, 2002. So, now, Mass Effect, as it is developed by BioWare, has a heavy emphasis on player choice, like most other BioWare games. So be sure to follow me on my Twitter feed, where I will be posting frequent polls asking you guys what you want to see me do as I play through this game. And there'll be polls simply asking, what mission you want to see me go do next, or which major story-based decisions you would like to see me make. So be sure to check the link in the description below for my Twitter feed, and pay attention to any polls related to my Mass Effect playthrough that pop up, and vote on what you would like to see me do. So, without further ado, we're going to jump right into a new game and have ourselves a great experience. Hopefully by the end of this playthrough series, you have a much better understanding for why I love Mass Effect so much, why the series is so great, and why this is my favorite game. So, with that being said, let's play some Mass Effect. Okay, so just before we get started, I'm going to double check the options here. Now, I do have the sound options adjusted so that hopefully the character dialogue comes through a heck of a lot more clearly. If they're simply not loud enough, just let me know in the comments for the video below and I can adjust them. It's very important that you guys are able to hear the dialogue just as much as I am. What was the other thing that I wanted to do? I believe it was graphics. Where are the subtitles? Okay, I'm going to turn on the subtitles. Now I've got the combat difficulty set to veteran, simply because I don't want it to be too easy. I've played this game a lot, but at the same time I don't want it to be either on hardcore or insanity, where some of the battles against even really basic enemies can take 10 minutes. That would just be really boring for you guys to watch, I think. So that should do it right there. I have to confirm and exit. Sorry. There we go. Done. And now let's back out. And we're going to go straight into Start New Career.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested.
Alright, so beginning here we have to make our character.
Establishing secure connection.
Now my first poll regarding
connection confirmed.
Regarding me playing this game involved me asking what I'm going to be doing for the character, and I simply asked, do I use the default setup? Do I make a custom appearance, or am I just going to make an ugly as fuck character for the hell of it? And 2/3 of the vote said that I should make an ugly as fuck character because reasons. So let's just give this guy a retarded name. Oop, I can't seem to control it. His name is Klepper because reasons. Klepper Shepard. There we go. In just a minute here, it's going to take us to the character creation screen.
Warning, data corruption detected.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, data corruption? What are we going to do?
Please
snap.
Profile.
Let's do this.
Confirm pre-service history.
Alright, so this is where we choose the pre-service history. Basically, where your character grew up to begin with. As a spacer, both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. You can also be a colonist. You were born and raised on Mindoir, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mindoir, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol, and you enlisted with the military a few years later. Or you can be an Earthborn. You were an orphan raised on the streets of the great megatropolises covering Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18. So this simply affects how people treat you in some parts of the game. I think we're going to go with being a spacer, though. Kind of a family military history, you know what I'm saying?
Confirm psychological profile.
Now, this is the psychological profile to set up. We can do a sole survivor. During your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you fell, and now you alone are left to tell the tale. You can also be a war hero. Earlier in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. Or you can be ruthless. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. So this sort of ties into the second poll that I made, whether I should behave kind of nicely, a little neutral, or be a douchebag. But we'll see more of the douchebag antics later. I'm going to go with being ruthless, because it's the best choice for being a douchebag. Now, these are where you choose your classes in Mass Effect. There's 6 classes to choose from. You've got the Soldier, which is strictly focused on combat skills and ability. You've got the Engineer, which is focused on what's called tech skills and abilities, doing things like AI hacking so that an AI robot fights for you for a couple seconds, or other things like Overload, where you destroy an enemy's shields very quickly, things like that. You've also got the Adept, which focuses on something called biotic abilities, and biotics are basically special mental powers that make you a space wizard, so you can use special space magic with your biotic abilities as an Adept. Now, you've got the hybrid classes. The Infiltrator is a cross between the Soldier and Engineer, using combat and tech abilities. The Sentinel is a cross between the Engineer and the Adept, using biotic and tech abilities. And the Vanguard is a cross between the Adept and the Soldier, using biotic and combat abilities. So I wasn't really thinking too hard about which class to pick for this playthrough. I'm kind of leaning towards just doing a Vanguard. Vanguards are biotic warriors. They combine biotics and weapons to take down opponents, and are especially deadly at short range. They use pistols and shotguns and can specialize in medium armor. I'm kind of leaning towards picking them just for reasons. I don't really know why. Let's do it. Vanguard. Why not? Okay, this was a little bit unexpected. Because I have all the achievements unlocked, I can pick a special bonus talent, and this basically applies to any of the other ones that can be applicable to any of the other classes, but are not available to the Vanguard normally. So I'm thinking of picking First Aid because it helps with healing, or Electronics because it gives me more shields down the road. Let's go with First Aid. Blech.
Confirm
Let's do that.
Facial identification.
Okay, so I'm supposed to make an ugly as crap character because people voted for it. Let's cycle through some of the presets to start with. What's a good one? Oh, this guy. There you go. Facial structure. Let's pick a random one. How about that? Let's give him a really thick neck because, reasons. Let's make him a little darker. Complexion. Okay, that looks fine right there. Scars. There's a big, ugly scar right across the face. That's a pretty good one. That's a good one, too. That's pretty damn good, too. Right there, that's perfect. Did I accept? Oh, I did accept it. Okay, good. Now, let's see. Changes with the neck. Let's make the neck size huge because reasons. Let's make the face size huge because reasons. We'll make the cheek width extremely tiny. Cheekbones. Make that tiny as well. Cheek gaunt. Really low. Ears size. Let's make them huge. And ears orientation. Let's have them sticking out a lot. There we go. Eyes. Let's see. Eye shape. Let's go with something really silly looking. Maybe an epicanthe. Oh, that looks good. There we go. Okay. Eye height. Let's, what Want them really high or really low? Let's put them really high. Eye width. Let's put them really far apart. Eye depth. How far do we want them poking forward? Or do we want them sunken? Let's have them sunken in the head a bunch, because that just looks great. Brow depth. You know what? He's ruthless, so let's make him look really angry. And brow height, let's drop that down a lot. There you go. He's a very, very angry person. I think he's angry because he looks so hideous. This is going to be great. Let's make it bright green eyes because reasons. Let's take a look at the jaw. Chin height. You need a big chin. You need a big chin. There you go. Big chin. There you go. Chin depth. Really pointy chin. Jutting far forward. There you go. Chin width. Let's make it more kind of pointy because reasons. There you go. That's nice. Jaw width. Let's drop that down because reasons. There we go. Mouth shape. Let's take a look here. That looks fine. Depth. Let's have it sticking out a lot because reasons. This is gonna look so stupid. Tiny mouth. There we go. Lip size. Make it huge. And mouth height. Let's yeah. There we go. Nose shape. Could this get any worse? Probably not. Let's see. Trying to find a really small nose shape. There we go. And nose depth. I really don't. Nobody's gonna take these videos seriously because this character looks ridiculous. But hey, everybody wanted an ugly as crap character, so that's what I'm doing. What's an awful looking beard? Does he need? Are there like big handlebars? Are there like big handlebars to pick from? Oh, there's handlebars. Oh, there they are. Yes, perfect. Brow shape. Let's see. Big bushy brow. Let's get a big bushy brow. There we go. That's perfect. And what do we want for hair? Something silly looking. Oh, there aren't really any silly options. There we go. Let's give him the buzz cut. Duke Nukem-esque. Perfect. And let's do bright blonde. Yes! With the blackest handlebars ever. There you go. Perfect. Alright, so this is Commander Shepard, everybody. Get used to him.
Profile reconstruction.
Perfect. Okay, so name Commander Shepard, origin, spacer, reputation, ruthless, and his class is Vanguard. I think this is what we're going to roll with. So let's jump into Mass Effect. I can't change this now that I've done it. Okay, combat difficulty, veteran, auto level up, no. Subtitles, yes. Target assist, normal. Squad power usage. This determines how my squad mates use their powers. With active, they use all their powers. With defense only, they use only the ones to help with their defenses. I like it on defense only because it's really nice. And I'm going to keep autosave on because I have a bad habit of forgetting to save. So let's do this. Ugly Shepard going in. Now there's a loading screen. That's what's called a mass relay.
Well, what about Shepard? He's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of his life.
Military service runs in the family. Both his parents were in the Navy.
He got most of his unit killed on Torfin.
He gets the job done, no matter what the cost.
Damn right I do.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
Yes.
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
Yep.
I'll make the call.
You make that call, buddy. Let's do this. I'm ready. In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They called it the greatest discovery in human history. The civilizations of the galaxy call it Mass Effect. So the year is 2181 or 2183, one of the two. But it's the early 2180s. As you can see, space travel's a thing, so definitely in the future.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander.
All right. Hey, look, it's Neptune.
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. not. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit.
Look at all those guns. There he is!
Board is green. Approach run has begun.
That just looks silly. Here we go.
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Boom! And those mass relays are what is used to travel to other stars.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be...
It's an alien!
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment, so you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story, but only an idiot believes the official story.
All right, so a quick interruption. This conversation wheel at the bottom is how you make dialogue choices throughout Mass Effect. Every game, as a matter of fact. Options on the right side tend to progress towards a conversation's conclusion, continuing the conversation. And if there's any options on the left, they tend to delve into more information where you can learn more about the people you're conversing with or certain events or things that are in the Mass Effect universe. And typically options on the top are a more Paragon option, which causes Shepard to behave more selflessly and cooperatively. That's kind of the nice option. The ones in the middle are just kind of neutral responses usually, and the choices on the bottom that will appear here tend to be the more renegade options, which are where Shepard acts more aggressive and hostile. So since the poll is not quite done yet, but so far it says to be a douchebag for most of the votes in so far, I'm going to act like a douchebag.
That's enough. You're soldiers. Act like it.
You tell him.
Sorry, Commander.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant.
Nice.
Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
And once again, I act like a douchebag.
Great. You pissed the captain off, and now I'm going to pay for it.
Don't blame me. The Captain's always in a bad mood.
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
So this here is Joker. He's the pilot of the ship. He's voiced by Seth Green.
The Captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
And this here is Caden Alenko. He's one of your first squad mates in the game. We'll see more of him a little later. I just got to refamiliarize myself with the controls. Okay, Y pulls out my weapon. How do I switch weapons? Okay, there we go. And I think I could just tap the left bunker. Left bumper, sorry. Yes, I can. All right, let's holster the weapon with the B button.
I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
Hello,
We're
Navigator
getting
Presley.
right along with him. Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
So I can end the conversation with the option on the right, or I can continue asking questions.
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
Now, when he says a Turian, he was referring to that alien that we saw earlier. His species is Turian. We'll learn a lot more about them later.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War, Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That's actually what's the First Contact War is when humans first discovered there's other aliens out there, and the humans and the Turians actually wound up getting in a brief conflict, so to speak.
Nihilus is no ordinary Turian.
You've got that right, Commander. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
Well, let's just carry on with this. We can learn more information from Navigator Presley, but there's also Codex Logs that you can check at any time in the game.
Info's on a need-to-know basis, Presley. Just follow the orders you're given.
Understood, Commander.
Damn right you understand.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc.
So, what I mentioned earlier, the Codex, this is where you can find all sorts of information about the Mass Effect universe. You can open it up and you can either read the text or it gets read out to you.
At that time, the Alliance allowed survey fleets to activate any dormant mass relays discovered, a practice considered dangerous and irresponsible by Council-aligned races. When a Turian patrol discovered a human fleet attempting to activate a relay, they attacked. One human vessel survived, retreating to the colony of Shanxi. The Turians followed, quickly defeating the local forces. Shanxi was occupied, the first and to date only human world to be conquered by an alien species. The Turians believed the handful of ships they defeated represented the bulk of human defenses, so they were unprepared when the Second Fleet, under Admiral Castany Drescher, launched a strong counteroffensive, evicting them from Shanxi. The Turians mobilized for full-scale war, drawing the attention of the rest of the galaxy. The Council quickly intervened, forcing a truce. Fortunately for humanity, the First Contact War was ended with a diplomatic solution.
So that's what the Codex is like in Mass Effect. There's all sorts of information to better understand what's going on. Excuse me. So let's take a look around here.
There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge.
Now, this is Corporal Jenkins. He's the second squad member at the start of the game. Here's the doctor. Let's talk to them.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
Real
I
action?
sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Part of the job, Doc.
Marines are meant to fight. You just fix us up when we're done.
I know how things work, Commander. I've seen my share of combat, but it's foolish to go looking for trouble. You could both take a lesson from the captain. He's not afraid of combat, but he knows the value of restraint, too.
Sorry, Doc, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
No. He said he was from this planet Eden Prime that we're going to.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
It's just another mission, son.
Do your job, follow my orders, and there won't be any problems.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on Torfin. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
I love these dick responses. They're great.
This mission isn't about personal glory, Corporal. We have a job to do. Don't do anything stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not going to screw this up.
I should hope not.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
More renegade points. All right, let's take a look at the squad option here. So on the left there, you see the Paragon graph in the top left and the Renegade in the lower right from there. As you make those either nice or dickhead decisions in the game, you earn Paragon and Renegade points, and the more points you get, the more of these talent trees you unlock: Charm and Intimidate. And as I level up Charm or Intimidate, it gives you more dialogue options in the game. It also, I think, also leveling up Charm makes store prices cheaper, and Intimidate means it makes you sell equipment for more. So let's level this up a little bit. Journal. Let's mark all entries viewed. And we'll close out of that. So let's go to where we're supposed to go. Talk to Nihilus and the captain. I'm just going to quickly save. New save. Already 12 minutes in. Jeez. Alright, so we'll talk to Nihilus and the captain here and figure out what's going on. And then we'll probably take a break.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
Now remember, his name's Nihilus, and he is an alien called a Turian. We'll be seeing a lot more of them a little later.
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I'm a Marine, not some tourist on vacation.
It's more than just a tourist destination, isn't it, Shepard? Eden Prime is a symbol of your people. A perfect little world on the edges of your territory. Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Ooh. Are you making threats, son? Are you making threats?
Are you trying to scare me, Spectre?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the Commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Duh.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
I don't like being kept in the dark, Captain.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Now, if you can't tell, Captain Anderson is voiced by Keith David.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Now, the Council is a group of species that tend to make very important political decisions over other species that are considered part of Council space. There's only 3 Council races, and the Turians are one of them.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Oh. But I don't like him. Well, whatever.
Since when do we answer to the Spectres?
You're smart enough to know how things work, Commander. The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
I was impressed when I studied the reports from Torfin. A grim business, but you got the job done. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
You're damn right I can do the job, because I'm Clepper Shepard. Oh, yeah.
I don't like people making decisions about my future.
This isn't about you, Shepard. Humanity needs this. We're counting on you.
Humanity.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
Ah, crap. I'll have to fix the notifications at some point.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
All right, so in case you couldn't tell, in Mass Effect, there's a lot of talking going on. So I'll put up some polls later, whether you want to see me do more Codex entries, whether you would like to see me investigate as much dialogue as possible or do as little dialogue as possible. This is entirely up to you guys. But in the meantime, let's continue through the story here. I think once we get through this next cinematic sequence, we'll take a break, and when we come back, we should be landing on Eden Prime.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Well, that can't be good.
Get down!
I'm not liking the looks of this. I thought it was a peaceful farming colony.
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need.
Oh. They look good. That can't be good.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5.
That can't be good. It's the
status report.
Hand.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold.
All right.
Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Well, folks, that's a first look into Mass Effect. That was just getting through the prologue. In the next episode, we will have landed on Eden Prime to begin our first mission. So, hopefully you've enjoyed the last 30 minutes of making a really nasty-looking character, and I hope to see you in the next episode. This is Mobius Wise signing off. See you shortly.